Welcome to Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Lily Reed.
And I'm Sydney Horseman. On this week's episode, we're featuring the men's and women's track and field teams.
The SAU track and field team are having an eventful year, including multiple record-breaking performances. Nolan Rudd set a lifetime PR and school record in the 3,000 meter. Gabby Butler set a record in the women's 400 meter dash, and she was also a part of the record-setting 4x400 meter relay team, along with Katie Lambrecht, Megan Jansen, and Megan Becker. With the outdoor season just underway, St. Ambrose ranked 19th nationally according to the NAIA Men's Outdoor Track and Field Rating Index. Already this year, multiple Bs have qualified for the NAIA National Championships.
Joining us today is head track and field coach Tyler Mudler. Thank you so much for being with us today, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
So as you start your first outdoor season here at St. Ambrose, what is your focus as head coach to put in your athletes in a position to succeed?
I would say the first focus is to make sure that they're succeeding on and off the track. On the track, I have a lot more control of what they're doing with placing the proper workouts in there between the strength and conditioning part and then the actual workouts themselves. Supplying them with adequate recovery days and just kind of guiding the ship along just to make sure that we're not overdoing anything and that we're kind of ticking the boxes to get everybody moving forward in a timely manner so we can peak at conference and nationals.
Good. Sounds good. So you have several athletes who have already qualified for the NAIA National Championships. What does that mean for momentum heading into the outdoor season?
Anytime we can get like a national qualifier out of the way, it's always nice just because it kind of takes a little bit of weight off the shoulders for the kids that get that done early. They all write goals at the beginning of the year, and it's something that keeps them driving throughout the year. That it's just really nice just to get that off because then you can continue to train a little more stress-free. You know that you're going to be there, you're punching your ticket, and it gives us a little more planning as well as a coach that we got that done, and just a little more preparations can go into the 400 hurdles for Will, for example, or if the relay gets punched in for the girls 4x4, or any of the guys that make it in the throws or girls that make it in the throws, just makes it a little easier to prepare.
All right, awesome. So during your coaching career, you have managed to have 59 All-American athletes. What is your secret to success?
Just connecting with the student athletes, making sure they understand what they're doing, why it's important, trying to just get to know them a little more on the personal level over time and not to put too much extra stress on their lives. Hopefully they enjoy showing up to practice, and hopefully track's the best part of their day, and then maybe it's a stress relief from school or whatever else is going on in their lives. Like to keep things pretty lighthearted, play fun music for them, and making sure that it's a positive place for them.
Good. So you're currently ranked 19 in the NAIA Rating Index. Do you feel like you can improve that in the next couple of months?
Definitely can improve. I think just with the weather, us being in Iowa, we're at a slight disadvantage of some of our southern schools that are in the NAIA. As things warm up in better weather, less windy conditions, I think you'll see a lot of good performances come out, and it's just the way it is here in Iowa, and it's what we have to deal with for elements, and I think the kids have a good mindset on it, and they understand, and they're hungry for the end of the season.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll talk to the members of both the men's and women's programs as they look ahead to the rest of the outdoor season. We'll be right back.
From the campus of St. Ambrose University,
this is ATC5 Dateline.
Welcome to tonight's edition of TV 11's Dateline.
Welcome to this week's edition of Dateline SAU.
The St. Ambrose baseball team swept a doubleheader from Loras College 5-2, 4-3 over the weekend. In the nightcap, a game televised by ATC5, the Bees found themselves trailing by just a run in extra innings.
0-1 to Mark Bartley as Jim Burrows goes into the windup. There's his pitch. That could be gone. That is deep. That ball is gone. The ball game is over. Mark Bartley wins the ball game on a home run, a two-run shot. The crowd is going crazy. Oh my gosh!
We've been
Holy cow! Holy cow!
The Bees are currently hosting the NAI District 15 tournament.
Joining us now is sprinter Gabby Butler, who nabbed the school record in the women's 400-meter dash at 56.64 seconds at the NAI Indoor Championships. Thanks for being with us, Gabby.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So how does it feel to have a new school record in the books?
It feels great. It definitely instilled confidence in me that I didn't have before, and being surrounded by all my teammates and my family definitely kind of boosted my self-esteem, but also just, it made me happy.
So you also had another school record with your 4x4 relay team. How did it feel to get that, and also talk about how your relay team kind of worked together as a team?
I think in the moment it definitely was like, it felt like a shock. We were just kind of like, go out there and race and have fun, but then it happened and we were super excited. And also just our 4x4, I mean our whole women's team in general and like the team as a whole, we're definitely just like a big family. We're all very close, it's very tight-knit. You know, we can always go to each other when we have issues or just, you know, need to kind of talk things out, but our 4x4 especially got super close. I mean, we ran together basically every meet. So I would definitely say they're like my sisters.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So with the SAU Spring Opener, you placed first in both the 200 and the 400 meter. How did your momentum from the indoor season help you to get into the outdoor season?
I think a lot of it was mental. Just not letting myself be back at the starting block, like the beginning of indoor, and just remembering all the accomplishments I had indoor and carrying that with me into outdoor. Like I said, that whole confidence boost and trusting my training and my coach and my teammates who always have my back, and just remembering that who I am as an athlete and just going out there and leaving it all on the track.
Yeah, so obviously you've had some big accomplishments. What's your goals kind of moving forward for the rest of the season?
Specific goals would obviously just be breaking more school records and qualifying for nationals and running at nationals, but also just big team goals of just having everyone be able to you know, have personal records, or honestly just get out there and compete and see my teammates compete and get to cheer for each other and strengthen our bond. And then also just my biggest goal, I think, is just not losing that confidence in myself and believing in myself every single time I step on that track, because I've always struggled with that. So that is definitely my biggest goal.
Well, that's good to hear. You got some big goals. Well, thanks for being here with us today, Gabby, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with senior Will Reamsa. Stay tuned.
Tune in to KALA and hear something different. Programming that celebrates the diversity of our listeners. We're advocates for the arts, showcasing your favorite music from around the world. We're storytellers, producing award-winning news and educational podcasts. We're dedicated sports fans, bringing you the latest Fighting Bee action from St. Ambrose University. We're a learning lab, mentoring the next generation of broadcasters and content creators. A part of your community for 5 decades. We're KALA Radio, 88.5 FM and 106.1 FM. Turn it on and turn it up.
Joining us now is Will Reamsa, who just last week was ranked first in the CCAC conference and first nationally in the 400-meter hurdles. Congratulations to you, Will, and thanks for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So along with that ranking, you've also qualified for the NAI National Championship. What are you going to be focusing on in the weeks leading up to nationals?
In the 400-meter hurdles, it's a rhythm race, so if I can get my steps down and put the speed in the right place and get that race model down, hopefully I'm ready for nationals.
Good mindset. So what are you hoping the team can accomplish with the outdoor season now underway?
I think on both sides, we just want to improve. On the men's side, we'd like to repeat an outdoor conference championship. With athletes coming and going, hopefully we can be healthy enough to do it.
Good. As a senior on the team, I'm sure many of your teammates look up to you for leadership, so how do you motivate them?
Lead by example. I think that as a team, we're always bonding at practice, bonding at dinner, and if we can just keep supporting one another, good things will happen.
Good. So looking back, what will you miss most about the track and field program?
Developing those relationships. It's something that could last a lifetime, and that's why I think I chose Ambrose.
Thanks again for being here, Will, and good luck this season.
Thank you.
Taking a look at the upcoming schedule for track and field. On Friday, the Fighting Bees cross the river to compete in the Meet of Champions at Augustana College. Later this month, SAU travels to Des Moines for the Drake Relays. And in early May, they hope to bring some hardware at the CCAC Outdoor Championships hosted by St. Francis.
That's all we have for you on this week's edition of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAUtv Facebook and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, and interviews, and more. You can also find them on the Hive at sauthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.